Brock Lesnar, Triple H, steel cage match, one of the co-main events. I see Triple H winning this one.
You have to defend this because I don't understand how you can pick Triple H.
Be-
Defend that.
Because here's my thinking, okay? Brock Lesnar is notorious for coming on around WrestleMania time. He's here for the Royal Rumble. He's here for WrestleMania. He's here for the next pay-per-view, and then he goes into hibernation again. I think it's time for Lesnar to go back into hibernation, and it's easier to make like a bear and hibernate when you lose. Therefore, Triple H.
Here's why I think Lesnar wins, because he has this big mystique. He comes out and he loses to Cena, so he's 0-1 at this time last year, this same pay-per-view. Then he beats Triple H, so he's 1-1. Then he loses to Triple H, so his record is 1-2. With this big mystique, this whole entire mantra that he has going on, just the ass kicker, there's no way he can keep that going and be 1-3 if he loses this match to Triple H. He can't be 1-3 and be Brock Lesnar. He's got to win this match to put his record at least back to 2-2, and then maybe he goes into hiding until SummerSlam.
See, I'm just not altogether convinced. And frankly, Adam, I think that this could also lead to the return of CM Punk, and something that we'll talk about shortly. But let's move on quickly. I find it interesting that the Shield, all three members are up for gold, one individually. We'll start there. Kofi Kingston defending the U.S. Championship against Dean Ambrose. I know that you're a Shield guy. Is Dean Ambrose going over and getting the gold?
I'm torn about this because I love the fact that they've split them up into separate matches now, the tag team and the U.S. title match. I'm torn because I have a hard time thinking that they're all three going to come away with gold at this pay-per-view. I'm also torn and thinking, well, one guy can't get it and the other two not, or vice versa,
Right.
yet they can't both lose.
Right.
So, no, that's kind of a pick your poison. So I'm going with WWE is all in on the Shield, and I think that Dean Ambrose wins the U.S. title. I'll let the cat out of the bag a little early here. And I believe the other two members of the Shield beat Team Hell No to win the tag team titles.
That's Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
Rollins.
Yeah. You know what? I agree with you. It's an all or nothing thing, but I'm taking the opposite approach. I think that if Dean Ambrose were to win, obviously it would make the U.S. title relevant again, something that perhaps would be nice. I mean, that and the Intercontinental title, they just kind of get swept under the rug from time to time in WWE. This would give them relevance and significance again. But I don't see both teams winning, and I can't see a scenario where one team wins and another one doesn't. For that reason, I've got Team Hell No retaining and Kofi Kingston doing the same.
Okay, well, you're wrong.
I don't think I am. And finally, last man standing match for the WWE Championship. John Cena defending against the man we were hoping to have on this week, Ryback. Does Ryback rules, or is You Can't See Me walking away with the title once again?
I'm a little bit torn on this because Ryback eventually he's got to win, right?
You would think.
No, because John Cena just won the biggest match of his career. He's not going to turn right around and lose to an individual who hasn't won since like last year's Extreme Rules pay-per-view, if he was even in the payper-view. So no, Cena wins.
I think Cena's going to retain here as well, but it kind of makes me wonder. It kind of makes me wonder if Ryback then isn't the third guy, perhaps the third man that Paul Heyman is reportedly courting